The naked yoga really became this thing of thinking about what are all the filters that we put on. We put on filters of makeup. We put on filters of having to do our hair, of clothes, and we wear different clothes according to who we're meeting, right? So like, who's the real us? Right. Whereas when you strip down to just you, your birthday suit, there's no filters. Right. So yeah, the perky booty, I used to have a super flat butt, super
too, right here.
Right, and it's like, you're frustrated, you're like, what am I not doing? I would say a body brush, because it helps to, with the lymphatic system, so it helps to push toxins. And I hate this word toxin because it's so overused, but it basically detoxes your body and it gets the blood flowing, and then it also gets rid of cellulite.
Are you ready to feel more confident in your own skin? Maybe have a perkier booty and just overall live a happier, more fulfilled life? Then definitely say yes to this episode on The Yes Life. I'm your host, Jessica Carroll, and every week I sit down with an inspiring guest to share their story, tips, and tricks to just help you get one step closer to living your yes life, which is the life you truly love. And today in the studio, we have Nikki Sharp. She is an internationally known wellness expert, life and health coach, and best-selling author of a few books, one of them being the 5-Day Real Food Detox.
Yes.
So thank you so much for saying yes and joining us in the studio today.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice to finally meet you
as well. In the flesh, I know. Well, that's the thing about like the online world and Instagram is you actually feel so connected and like we know each other. So
yeah.
But I already knew you. No, it's great to meet in person.
It is, and you're just the way you are on social media, which is what I love, that authenticity in real life and on social media. So you have an amazing story. You started as this international model, and then now you have your own lifestyle wellness brand. So have you always had a true passion for health and fitness and even food? Because, you know, rumor has it, models don't even eat. So.
No, not at all. I did not like fitness. I didn't know how to cook. I was not into health or wellness in the slightest bit. I starved myself for many years, and then I went the opposite way of binging like crazy, because when you starve yourself for enough years, your body's like, feed me. And I looked at exercise like punishment. So it was, if I ate bad, if I ate something that made me feel guilty, if I overate, if I just felt guilty about anything, which was every day, I would go to the gym. And so it was this constant feedback loop, negative feedback loop of me not feeling good, me punishing myself. And that's what I'm trying to help people get over now, is that it doesn't need to be punishment. So the way that I changed that was I started exercising only if I had a good day with eating, which was really hard for my mind. Because actually when you eat well and you feel good in the body, your body naturally wants to move. And so I started changing all of that, and I started teaching myself how to cook, going to nutrition courses. And it was like a light bulb moment went off, and I look back on it, I'm like, it's so dumb, but that's what any light bulb moment is, where I was like, eat good food, feel good. Eat bad food, feel bad. Like it was like bling, bling, bling. And yet we don't seem to do that and feel it and live by it. And that like simple light bulb moment shifted the course of my career and how I felt about my body. And so I prioritized, how do I feel vibrant every day and energized and feel good about myself, versus how do I lose weight? What's my body look like? And then I got the body, I got the skin, I got all the things that I want, because I used to have terrible skin as well, like terrible skin. I would
never know.
Thank you. But yeah, through all of that, I learned all of this, and then that's what I teach, and I love what I do because I get to help people who might be confused and struggling and all of that.
Right. And it's more just about creating the balanced life.
Yes.
You know, it's like you can't, instead of punishing yourself, it's like, okay, yeah, I did do this, but, you know, I felt good enjoying the glass of rosé or whatever.
Or 5. And that's really what I teach. There's so many fitness coaches and wellness coaches and people out there that say like, oh, Monday to Friday, Saturday, don't have any alcohol and be strict and don't eat carbs and this. And I say that it's not sustainable. And it actually teaches you constant restriction. Whereas I'm the person that has wine often. I'm the one that goes like, I got the flu the other week, and because I'm healthy, I didn't get it as bad.
Right.
But after days of eating vegetables, my stomach was like, because they're very hard to digest if you're sick. And my body was like, you need simple carbohydrates. And I was like, pasta. I had pasta 3 nights in a row at restaurants. And so really what I'm trying to teach is that there should be no guilt. And and here's a little tip for anyone that's watching. Anytime you find yourself judging yourself of like, oh, my skin looks bad, or my hair, or this, or I ate, just say, how interesting. That's it. It completely stops the monkey mind, and it takes away the feedback loop of that anxiety of I shouldn't have, I should.
Right.
Just how interesting.
And like, even like how interesting, maybe my skin is acting up, but figuring out why.
Yes.
Like, how interesting, so why?
Yeah. Instead of, oh my God, it looks like crap. And
focusing on the negative.
Right.
It's like getting to the root of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you are very active on social media, which I love, and you're just so authentic. You're the same person right here than you are on social. And you recently just posted a few things that I want to talk about.
Sure. Which I'm like, which one are you going to talk about?
Well, number one is... how do you have like a good perky booty?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go to the other.
Well, we're going to get to that one. Oh, you all just, if you are watching, you wait. We are going to get to the juicy stuff.
That's the one that everyone asks about. Okay, just wait for it.
That's the teaser.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm like blushing now. So yeah, the perky booty. I used to have a super flat butt.
Me too, right here.
Right, and it's like you're frustrated. You're like, what am I not doing? And then girls get really scared about doing lunges and this in case your thighs get big.
Yeah.
I can say first and foremost, there's 3 body types. And this is what I love about Ayurveda, and I won't go into it too much, but there's Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So if you have, and go do an Ayurveda quiz, because it'll teach you what it is instead of me going, if you have a Pitta body type.
Ayurveda is
3,000 years old, nutritional,
like
lifestyle.
Holistic?
It's like Chinese medicine.
Okay.
It's same time frame, 3,000, 5,000 years old.
Yep.
And so I have a Vata body, long and lean. I don't put muscle on that easily. But then you have a Pitta who maybe can do like 2 body squats and gets muscles.
Right.
So that I would say first and foremost, just learn your body type.
Okay.
Because if you go and do lifting weights, or lifting with weights, like I can do lots of weightlifting with heavy weights and it doesn't do much.
Okay.
But it's frustrating because I don't put on muscle that easily.
Right.
So first and foremost, get to know your body type, take an Ayurveda quiz, and then you can find what exercise, or message me and I'll tell you.
Okay.
But what I found actually was the best was doing body weight exercise, and this goes across the board.
Wow.
So I do tons of jump squats, walking lunges, curtsy lunges, so where you dip behind.
Yep.
And I do lots of burpees, and do I want to do them all the time? No, but I'll do 3 rounds of 20, and then, or I'll set a timer for 30 seconds and just like go. And I found that doing that and actually less cardio has been really, really helpful.
Oh, interesting.
But because I travel so much and I don't always have a gym to go to, it's been the yoga and body weight exercises.
I was just going to say that you can do that anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
You don't need a gym.
And I would say too, a body brush, because it helps to, with the lymphatic system, so it helps to push toxins. And I hate this word toxin because it's so overused, but it basically detoxes your body and it gets the blood flowing, and then it also gets rid of cellulite.
So when you say body brush, just a dry brush?
Dry. So it's a body brush. They're like $6 on Amazon, and then you go from in upwards motions like this, and you do it when your skin is dry, and then you get in the shower, and then you put oil or lotion on.
Okay.
And what it does, as I said, it helps to start the blood flowing, the lymphatic system gets going, and so that mixed with obviously healthy eating, it will help to reduce cellulite, and then you see results quicker. And then if you really want to see results, do my detox. Because I hate to say this, but like girls can see thigh gaps in 5 days. And I'm like, and that's not me being like, get the thigh. It's just, I'm astounded that happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so just know your body type.
So take an Ayurveda quiz, and then if you have questions, message me on Instagram.
Yep. And then just do the body weights, the jump squats, the curtsy lunges, and then the third is the body brush, which I've never tried that.
Oh my God, it's magic.
Oh my gosh.
It's magic.
And how often do you do it a week?
Every morning.
Every morning before the shower.
Yeah.
Cool.
It takes 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So I know you briefly touched on your 5-day detox with Real Food, which I love. I'm not into the whole juice for 5 days. Explain that.
Okay. So I wrote this, I think 6 years ago. I wrote it when I was a broke model, didn't know how to cook, didn't have a big kitchen. Right? So because people are like, I don't know how to cook. I'm like, great. Neither did I when I wrote it.
Yep.
And I wrote it when I was really scared of carbohydrates. So I really wanted to make sure that myself, really, because I wrote it for myself, could eat foods that still nourished you. And so the whole thing is, yes, you take out certain things like salt, sugar, caffeine, but you still have green tea. So it's coffee that you're taking out, processed foods, but you're bringing in so many nutrient dense things that you're never hungry. It's 5 meals a day for 5 days, and men can see up to 12 pounds weight loss in 5 days, women 10 pounds. And again, I'm like, but it's been backed by doctors and nutritionists and dietitians. And I'm just like.
And when you say nutrients dense food, what are some of those?
So you're having things like quinoa, lentils, black beans, chickpeas, hummus that you make, turmeric, cayenne pepper, all the things that you know are superfoods today. Right. But they're just combined in the perfect way that you just lose weight and like bloating, and it's I don't know how to explain it other than it's magic.
Okay, well, I want to try this magic, and I'm going to try the body brush. I'm excited. I'm like taking all the notes. Yep. Okay, so now going back to.
Are we talking about it?
We're talking about it. The time has come. You have posted a few times.
Yes.
Naked yoga.
Yes.
But the thing I love about it is the caption. So I want to hear, how did you get into naked yoga, and what is the true meaning behind the posting that?
So I was in Bali for quite a few months, and it's a great place to do yoga and just to get in touch with yourself. And it was one day I was staying at this beautiful villa, and the light was gorgeous. And so I was taking just normal videos, and then I was like, I wonder if I could do this, because I like taking naked yoga photos, because there's a girl, nude yoga girl on Instagram. And so I did a video, and I was like, damn, that's amazing, because it doesn't show anything. Right. And it's not porn-esque. It's not me showing nipples or anything like that. It's like all the right angles. Yep. And it's very like sensual in a sense. And so for me, my journey, and it's all about, I post what my journey is. Right. My journey has been about getting in touch with my feminine side, really that divine goddess energy, not being scared of it, not being held in this masculine energy that for females, like we live in our masculine. Yeah. And it's like, what I love about it is like, not trying to please everyone, but please yourself. Like go inward first. And that's what I love, like how authentic you are. And even just being around you, like your energy it's calming, it's peaceful. And I can just tell like you're living a happy, fulfilled life. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so the naked yoga really became this thing of thinking about what are all the filters that we put on. We put on filters of makeup. We put on filters of having to do our hair, of clothes, and we wear different clothes according to who we're meeting, right? So like, who's the real us? Right. Whereas when you strip down to just your birthday suit, there's no filters. Right. And so I really started to get in touch with this, and then the captions I started writing with it was in depth, right? Can you feel comfortable with yourself, by yourself? And like my last one that I just posted was, oh no, there she goes, another naked yoga video, because some people were like, oh my God, and actually I didn't get a single hate message on it, because I acknowledged that people might be saying that. And I said, at the end of the day, you will not please everyone. You have to do things for yourself. And you absolutely must do things with integrity, with honesty, that fulfill you, make you happy, but that don't harm other people. And when you do that, who cares what other people say? And as I said, I did not get one single bad message, whereas other ones I'd gotten like, oh my God, the kids are watching this. I'm like, do you see what's on Instagram?
Right, exactly.
But yeah,
you turn on TV and it's
So for me, I love them, and they've gotten me into this. I feel complete and in touch with my feminine, which I never really had before. And so I feel like I shifted from this like hyper masculine, right? Which we
always on edge,
right? And like in our careers as women, we're like, go, 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 do this, and we have to fit into a mold. And it was like, just be you. And it's been amazing and freeing, and I love doing it, and they're not going to stop because I go to Costa Rica next week and I'm taking more.
I love it. To the point where I was like, I want to do a naked yoga post with you. Like, I think it's beautiful. I think it's so you. I mean, you can't be more you than in your birthday suit.
Exactly.
You know? And naked yoga, I've never done it. I would
let's do it.
absolutely love to.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we should. So thank you so much for posting. And I just love the message behind it. And I think because you're posting it with a very authentic, real, loving intention, that's why, especially this time, people are like, you know what, this is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you. Now, another post that I love is because you even admitted you're like I'll have 1 or 5 glasses of rosé, and I do like to go out. Yeah. So how do you still live this healthy lifestyle but go out or drink? And when you are at a restaurant, like, do you have any tips on how to stay healthy?
Absolutely. So I'll just give a few, like 5 really quick, simple tips. Okay. Number 1, order side dishes as a starter. So sauteed broccoli, sauteed spinach, anything that comes from the side menu, which is typically vegetable based, and every restaurant has that. Order that as a starter.
Okay.
Ask them not to bring the bread basket.
Yep.
Order a glass of hot water, a cup of hot water, and ask for lemon on the side, and drink that before you start your meal.
Okay.
So because that helps to alkalize the body, reduces cravings.
Yep.
Drink a mint tea at the end of your meal because that also helps with digestion, and it signals to the brain that you're done eating.
Oh.
And then, don't deprive yourself. So if you really want to eat something, share it with someone. And so, like, for me, when I'm having pasta, I always go out and order something relatively healthy, the side dishes, and then, the pasta, or maybe 2 of them, and we split them. And don't feel the need to clean your plate. I always tell clients, leave 3 bites of food on their plate.
Oh, because they always serve you so much.
So much. And if you leave 3, it tricks the mind because we're like, oh my God, we can't. Whereas if you leave 3, and you look at that, it's like, oh, I can do that. It's not so bad. And normally those 3 bites are the ones that set you over the edge.
Yeah, right.
So those are just like quick hitting tips. And then when I go, I really decide, what do I want? Why do I want it? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, if I'm craving pasta, I'm like, is this just because I'm tired? If I'm tired, I don't let myself go all out.
Right.
Because that just means I need sleep.
Yeah.
And that's when we tend to binge most, is when we're tired. So then I say, well, what am I wanting? Well, let's say it's pasta. Then I'm like, who can I go enjoy pasta with? Or can I take myself out on a date and enjoy it with a glass of wine?
Right.
I talk about this in my second book, Meal Prep Your Way to Weight Loss. And it's called Having a Beautiful Binge, where I used to binge all the time, and I shifted my mindset on this by going out and having pizza, this thing I would still binge on, but putting it on a plate, lighting a candle, putting music on or a movie, having a glass of wine. So suddenly this really like, oh my God, don't have it, turned into it's okay.
Right.
And the moment you say it's okay,
make it special.
Yeah, make it special.
Yeah.
And as soon as you say it's okay, your mind doesn't go into like, oh my God, I shouldn't have it.
Fear, tense, yeah.
Yeah, and then the food digests better. And that's the big thing, is when we say that it's not okay, I'm not allowed to do this, your body stops digesting.
Wow.
So it's a double whammy. You're eating like bad food and your body is not digesting.
Right.
Whereas if you go into a restaurant with a loved one, like if you and me go out and we have pizza and wine and pasta and like all the things, we're actually going to take smaller bites because we're going to be in conversation and we're not going to be, and so it digests, it doesn't affect you, and then you walk away with a happy mentality.
I love that. So like, be intentional with your food and go inward too. Like, ask the questions, why am I craving this?
Right. And oftentimes it is just because it's an emotional based reaction. And this is why I coach clients, because I love helping people get through this. But it's either an emotional based reaction where it's like people that crave sugar tend to have, not in the emotional meaning of cravings, they don't have enough sweetness in their life. and they're not either getting enough love from someone else externally or giving themselves enough love. People that crave salty, crunchy tend to have too much stress and aggression.
Wow.
And so then it's like, well, you can start to decode things like this and be like, did I sleep enough last night? If not, then your body the next day starts to crave carbohydrates, which tends to be sugar because it digests quickly. Otherwise, then if it's the salty, then it's like, so there's like all these different layers, and it doesn't need to be complicated. It's like, did I sleep well last night? If no, do I really need to eat this thing that I'm craving?
And then how many hours, like what would you say is a good amount of sleep that you should get a night?
At least 7.
Okay.
And I always tell people, don't get up at 5, 6 a.m. for your morning workout if it's cutting into your sleep, because your sleep is more important than the workout. Because really quickly, I know I'm like spewing I get so excited.
No, I love it. Keep going.
I'm like, if you cut your sleep and then you go work out, and this is like consistently day after day, it actually puts more stress and raises your cortisol levels, which then has a detrimental effect on your happiness, on the dopamine, on the serotonin, and then on the cortisol in the body, meaning you don't digest food. You tend to get weight around your midsection, and you don't sleep as well. You don't hit the REM sleep. So I always say, don't skip the workout, but don't get up crazy early for the workout unless that's your natural routine.
Got it.
Yeah.
And speaking of routines and morning routines, last question, do you have a morning routine?
I do. Not always, though, and I'm human. And I think people love to...
That's what I love. You're like, I'm human. Yes, I have a morning routine. Some mornings I do it, some mornings I don't.
I would love to say that every morning I'm never on my phone and all of that, but I wake up immediately. I wake up around 7. Immediately I drink a big glass of water, first thing. And then I get up. I do a glass of warm water, like hot water with lemon in it. And then I'll have a coffee after that. I try desperately to not check my phone, like Instagram messages, all of that for the first 30 minutes. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes not. And then if I'm doing very well, I meditate for 10 to 20 minutes and do a gratitude log. The thing I always do, though, is I write down what my intentions for the day is, what will make today amazing. It's like every day, what will make today amazing? And then I just do my to-do list, but then I say, what are the actual priorities that will help me towards my bigger picture goals? So what do I need to absolutely get done today for my career that will help that long term? And what are the need to do today?
And then like the to-do.
So what about you?
I have a morning routine too. So I wake up and I always start with gratitude. So I write down the 3 things I'm grateful for, and then I set my main intention, like my number 1 focus for today, and then my 3 to-dos. And I always try to just limit to 3 because I feel like my to-do list is like as long as a CVS receipt. And it's
they're so long, it's so bad.
I know. And then I have to move my body. So like whether it's just a walk or, a full workout, depending on how much time I have. And then I always send a message of gratitude. So whether it's a voice message to someone,
I love it,
like my mom or my friend or my boyfriend, and then I always do an I am statement because that self-love is so important. Or it's like, what am I trying to call in today? Is it, new connections? Am I, adding value? Whatever it is. So that's kind of like my morning routine.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but I want to get into the habit of warm water and lemon in the morning. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I got a lot of tips. I'm like trying to process them all in my head, but thank you so much for joining. And how can they follow you?
Nikki Sharp on Instagram, NIKKISHARP.
Awesome.
Same as my website, same as,
Great. I'm going to check out that body brush.
Yes. Amazon, $6.
Done. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining and saying yes today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.